Okay, I forgot to record the lesson. I'm just going to quickly go through this. Please, if you have any questions, send me a message and I can open up a Zoom pretty much any time of day. Obviously not during other Zoom times, but a lot of vocabulary and geometry. You can write down the formal definition of a vocabulary, or you can use the image. A point is a dot. A point is represented by, when you name a point, it's one letter. Point, this would be point M. A line extends in both directions, either way, and it's represented with 2 points on the line. There can be any 2 points on this line. You just make sure you use that notation on the top, a line with arrows on both ends. A plane is like a rectangle or a piece of paper or like a flat wall. And there are multiple points on the plane. Typically, a plane can be named with a capital A, or you can use any 3 points on the plane. So this is plane A or BCD. And you can change the order of the letter. It could be CBD or DCB or whatever. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. So here is a line. I have 3 points on the line, E, F, and G. They are collinear. Coplanar points are points that lie in the same plane. Plane, remember I said, is like a sheet of paper or a wall. So draw your little rectangle, put 3 points on there, and they are coplanar. So something to remember is all collinear points are also coplanar, but not all coplanar points are collinear. A line segment is part of a line that consists of 2 endpoints. Here are my endpoints M and N. When I represent this segment, I write those 2 letters down and just put a dash over top of them to say that it's a line segment. There are no arrows on a line segment. A ray is part of a line that consists of an initial point, that's its starting point, and all the points on the line that extend in one direction. So this ray starts at point R and extends all the way through point C and forever in that direction. To name it, we always start with the initial point. And when you draw your ray, you want to make sure you're going in that direction of the initial point. To have an intersection is to have one or more points in common. So an intersection of 2 lines, they will intersect at 1 point, but an intersection of 2 planes, like if you think about a room, like 2 corners of a wall, they meet at that corner. 2 walls meet at that corner. So that is an intersecting plane. They intersect at infinite number of points on that. Here is an example. We need to find 3 collinear points looking at this picture, right? Remember, collinear means they lie on the same line. So DAC or ADC or CAD, it doesn't really matter how you name it. They are just collinear points. Coplanar points are points that are on the same plane. Here's my big plane. Any of these points, any 3 of those points. So I said DAB are coplanar. 4 points that are not coplanar. So since these 4 points are all coplanar, and this point is the only point not on the plane, any 3 of these and add on the E, and you will have 4 not coplanar points. In this image, I have a cube. We are going to name 3 points that are coplanar. So remember, a cube, each side of the cube is a plane. So the top, the bottom, the front, the back, and the sides are all a plane. So coplanar is any points on one side of the cube, any 3 points. So I said A, B, C, but you could have said H, D, C, or F, E, H, 3 points on one side. Number 5, name 3 points that are not coplanar. Well, A, B are not on the same plane as H, so I said A, B, H, but there are multiple answers for that too. Are points A, D, H coplanar? A, D, E, H. Yes, that's the front of this box. Yes, they are coplanar. Are points A, B, G, H coplanar? A, B, G, H? No, they're not on the same plane. They're parallel, but they're not. For number 8, you want to draw 4 non-collinear points. So you have these 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to make sure that you name them. A, B, C, D. And then what we do is we go down the list here and make sure we draw the right image. So this first one right here, this is a segment because of the notation above the letters. So it's just connecting those 2 dots. Oh, that's a straight line. This right here is a ray because it only has 1 arrow where the initial point is B. Go through like that and make an arrow. This is a line because it has arrows on both ends. So we cut through both of these points and put arrows on both ends. Then we have another ray, DA. So D is my initial point and I cut through A. Another ray, BD, where B is my initial point and I cut through D. Notice these 2 images are different, but that's okay because, you know, variety is the spice of life and that's how it is. It's just a matter of understanding this notation above the letters. Here is another image we drew where we had 3 points on the same line. So here's my line. Here are my 3 points. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm going to name those points X, Y, and Z. Name a pair of opposite rays. Well, remember, a ray has an initial point and goes in one direction. So if I use Y as my initial point, right, Y, I have ray YZ and ray YX. Be careful that you don't write ray XY. You have to start with this initial point. Now, here is an image of 2 planes that do not intersect and a line that intersects each plane at a point. So this line cuts through this plane here at this blue point, continues on down to this plane at this blue point, and keeps going through. And then here's your assignment for today. All right, good luck. If you have any questions, you know, hit me up on the school, G.
Miss Garcia.
Hold on one second.